people underestimate how good a coach Mike Vrabel is, bro.
They do it every year, man. They underestimate our physicality. They underestimate what a elite run game can do to you. They underestimate what our defense is. They do it every single season. They just think they see Tannehill and our little receiving core and think that we just not gonna win nothing.
People gotta understand as well. I mean, everybody wants to win the Super Bowl. It's a process to get there. When you on a mission or whatever, I mean, you set goals. That's why I always mention, hey man, we need to worry about winning this division, get to the playoffs. Ain't nobody standing for mediocrity. All that foolishness y'all say.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I'll replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, so I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Sir, welcome to the Titans Coliseum podcast. You know who I am. I'm your host, Jamarco. I'm in the building with my co-hosts, Leonard Firestone and RJ Ellison. Fellas, how you feeling?
We can't hear you. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, man, we feeling good today, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of training camp stuff to talk about, man. We got a lot of things to discuss, man. We had some big news going on while we was in training camp, man. A whole lot of motion involved, man, out there in the practice field, man. So, you know, we got a lot of things to talk about. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm looking forward to a good day. There was some football last night. I'm ready for regular season, but it was a good glimpse of last night and then for football last night. And yeah, some things happened in training camp, and we're going to discuss them today.
All right, yeah, man. Football is back in full effect. You love to see it. So, hey, man, we ain't going to hold y'all. We finna get straight to it, man. Another week in Titan training camp. More headlines to go over. I mean, Will Levis, he progressing. I mean, he out there, he doing his thing or whatnot. Monday, he had a good day. He threw, let me see. Oh, wrong graphic.
Wrong.
Yeah, man, I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, man, came in Monday, completed 4 straight passes during the red zone period, including 3 touchdown tosses. Then he followed that up with another good day on Tuesday, in which he threw 3 consecutive passes, once again getting work with the twos. And man, I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on that, man. What do y'all think about all that?
I mean, it's good. It's good to hear because we've heard a lot of slacking coming from him, that he's had some tough days and hasn't been too much great news coming out for Will Levis, right? So that's good. But it's still in a situation like I still need to see prove it. I still need to see it on field and pads when people's coming at you. I still need to see that. And that comes from him and Malik as well. Like, I truly hope this QB situation, I hope both of them succeed. And at the end of the year, they put us in a tough situation to where we got to let one of y'all go because we can't keep both y'all, but you're both worthy of the job.
Nah, I ain't falling for it. Nope. I ain't falling for it. You ain't getting me. You ain't getting me at all, man. Look, hey, Will Levis is trash until he ain't trash no more, man. I'm just going to keep holding that against him, man. Nope, ain't getting me. You know what I'm saying? That don't move me. I let me see it in preseason. Let me see it in the regular season. And he ain't get, no, I ain't falling for it, man. I know what I saw in college, man. I ain't going to let one little practices. Ain't gonna let one couple little practices change my mind on him, man. Nope. You gotta show me in practice. Show me in the game.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
And RJ actually make a good point. I mean, what he was saying was funny, but it's true at the same time, man. I mean,
yeah,
I hate to downplay practice, but like I said in the past, you got to take it with a grain of salt, man. I mean, it's practice. I mean, you're not gonna win anything. You're not gonna lose anything in practice. And what he needs to do is continue to stack them good days, man. As long as he's stacking them good days, progressing, making mistakes, learning from those mistakes, and fixing those mistakes, that's when he'll be able to go into a game and really show what he's got. And if he puts all that together during the game, that's when you'll, start to see more people get on board with Will Levis.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like we've seen a lot of people, like to you what you said, like practice is practice. So we got to see it on the field, right? So we've seen a lot of dudes that look good in practice and look good with the twos, and we thought they was gonna be the next Tom Brady, Jimmy Garoppolo. And look what they do. They're not out here doing that. So it doesn't mean it don't really matter much that you can do it in practice. We got to see it in a game. We got to see it when the game is on the line, when there's actually some pressure on you. So it's good because you have been sucking at practice, and that's been worrisome. So that's good to see, but to RJ's points too, like I don't believe like, oh yeah, now this is the Will Levis that's going to save our team or not. I still got to see more, but it's at least a step in the right direction.
Well, I also look at it like this though. I'm just glad that Will Levis is progressing. He's getting better. I mean, I will say that he is getting better. Like it's not like he's going out there and he's you know what I'm saying, the franchise quarterback. Let's go ahead and give him the keys to the franchise. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like he's maybe. What we saw, he has potential, man. I'm not going to sit there and hate on the dude. Like, he has potential. He has a strong arm. He has mobility. You know what I'm saying? He's a big quarterback. He just got to work on the decision-making, man. I just felt like the decision-making was the reason why I didn't want him on our team, because I'm just tired of bad decision-makers on our team.
Right. But something that's been pointed out throughout the week is he needs to work on his touch when it comes to passing. I mean, I've been hearing that, he can't get out of the habit of putting too much on passes or whatnot, which, it's a great thing for him to have a strong arm, but it's all about knowing when to use it, knowing, how much to put on those passes, because every pass may not require that strong of an arm.
Yeah, that's kind of like what Brett Favre was back in the day, right? He used to rock and bullet every pass he threw, breaking wide receivers' hands and fingers and stuff. So that touch is very important, bro. You got to learn it.
I mean, that's what I was listening to the radio, and that's what I had been hearing about Will Levis, is that he has a Brett Favre-like arm. Like, his arm is on the same level as Brett Favre when it comes to power. You know what I'm saying? It's that and the other. He's like, he has the strongest arm out of all the quarterbacks. But it's like you said, like, I mean, we was having this problem as a Tennessee Vols fan with Joe Milton, and he's like, he overthrow everything because his arm is so strong he can't even control it, And I feel like that's kind of what Will Levis is dealing with, and trying to put touch on these passes.
Yeah, because like he kind of remind, like, I'm not gonna say this is who he is, but like his play style and the way he has his arm, it kind of reminds me of Josh Allen early on. Now it's just like the next step. Can you fix your decision making, and can you learn how to put touch on the ball and when it needs to be a soft touch and when you actually need to rifle that ball in there? But he got a very Josh Allen like type of play style to me.
Right, man. Firestone, you got me thinking about Chris Carter's hand, man. When you got to talking about Levis, you know how Chris Carter's hand is. I think it's like his middle finger or ring finger is like bent up or whatever from catching those passes. Will Levis gonna mess around to do that to somebody.
Bro, there was most definitely make sure that y'all tell us and put in the comments what y'all think about Will Levis. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep y'all involved. We want to tell you, we're gonna hear what you guys got to say about Will Levis and what he's been doing in practice. So
yeah, bro, there's just this video I remember, and it was like Brett Favre went to go like work out with some high school wide receivers, and he threw one pass. They was just running like a 15-yard post, and he threw the ball in there, and the wide receiver went up there to go hit it with one hand, and it just hit, and it broke his finger, this finger. Oh, where we at? These two fingers, all this down in there. It like showed the X-ray, and it was all shattered. He's like, "Yeah, you can't go up one hand catch my balls. You got to go up there with two hands." Like I was like, "Bro, that is too much power."
Yeah, Brett Favre, man. I mean, the throws he used to make was just ridiculous, man. He said,
"Yeah, bro, rocket that ball in there."
Right, we definitely excited about the season, man. We definitely excited, but we're gonna go ahead and get to the other headline in training camp, which is an episode of don't do dumb shit to hurt the team. And that's exactly what Jamarco Jones did this week.
Yeah.
He done dumb shit that hurt the team, and he ended up paying for it with his job. He had a incident with all people, Jeffery Simmons, in which they say some punches was thrown, and then he turned around and I think he blocked someone in the back. I want to say it was
He
Jack
blindside blocked.
Gibbons. Yeah,
blindside blocked Jack Gibbons. It was Chance Hall. He blindside blocked Chance Hall.
Okay, yeah. So he had a blindside block in which that right there caused Aziz Al-Shire. I hope I ain't slaughtered that man's name, man. Did I
Good.
get yeah. Yeah. Man, he felt the need. He needed to go stand up for his teammate. And, you know, I respect that. I mean, man, you don't let nobody run up on your teammate like that. Even your own teammate, in which, you know, that was something done that, you know, could have hurt the team. And Verbal even said it himself in his press conference or whatnot, that, you know, that right there would have caused a flag in game. But we're gonna play the clip where Vrabel, you know, talks about his okay. I couldn't hear anything for a second. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna get to this clip of Vrabel and what he had to say about the incident.
Did you like that battle?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's lazy. I think it's, you know, that hurts the team. You know, you get thrown out of a game, and so you throw a punch in the game, they're going to throw you out of the game. New York's going to review it, and then they're going to remove you from the game. So we might as well practice those things now, you know, and try to make it an emphasis that go as hard as you want. Don't throw a punch. Don't be the second guy. They're going to see the second guy retaliate and be a 15-yard penalty. So you might as well practice the way we're hopefully going to play.
Don't do dumb shit that hurts the team. But man, I want to ask y'all, man. Do y'all agree with the decision to cut him, or do you feel like they should have gave him one more shot?
I'm gonna let RJ go first on this one. I want to hear your input.
You fooled me one time, shame on you. Fooled me 2 times, put the blame on you. Fooled me 3 times, throw the peace sign. Load the chopper, let it rain on you. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, you gonna let his ass go, man. I'm sorry, man. You can't. It's 2 fights, bro. It's 2 fights. After 2 fights, man, it's bye. You right now, you just trying to fight people. You ain't trying to come out here and come out here and play football, man. And you being soft, man. Like, bro, Jeffery Simmons gonna go out there, he gonna talk his trash, man. And now you letting your emotions get the best of you. How can I trust you in a football game? How can I trust you when we playing a team like the Baltimore Ravens and they get feisty out there, man? Like, we play the Ravens this year. You think we finna go out there and we finna be happy with each other? You think we gonna talk nice to each other? No, we can talk sleazy. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I completely agree, because it's the fact that, like, that should be like, okay, even if Jeffery Simmons is talking, which we know he does, he talks trash, right? So that should be preparing you for the game, because so many people do that. If it shows that triggers you in practice, guess what? People just took note of that, and they're going to get you in a game, and guess what? They about to talk crazy to you in the game to get you thrown out. They're going to Cortland Finnegan you, and you're going to be Andre Johnson. That's what they're going to do. They know what your weakness is now, right? Yeah, so, exactly. but you got to handle that. So I can't trust you in that situation, because you're going to get us a penalty. Then the blindside block the next day. And let's not forget, he got in a fight with Taylor Lewan last year as well. So this is a guy that's been doing this stuff quite often, and he just did it back-to-back days. This is a position we need, but at the end of the day, you're a detriment to a team and you're hurting a team. You got to go. No one player is bigger than the team, and once you start causing this much chaos and ruckus on a team that even a new player like Al Shazier has to step in and tell you that you're wrong, yeah, you got to go, bro.
Doing dumb shit that hurts the team. But yeah,
bro, like, that's stupid. We could have been, you know, the Titans can't get behind the stick. We already can't get behind the stick.
Last thing we need is a bunch of penalties, dumb penalties at that. But I'm gonna read off some of these comments, man. We got Facebook user, valued viewer, I mean, I can't just sit up and call you Facebook user. But I was at practice Monday, and Jeff Simmons was talking crazy to him then. And everybody knows Jeff Simmons. I mean, he out there talking. He talking his talk, but at the same time, I mean, that's your teammate. And plus two, the opposing team, I mean, they gonna talk crazier to you because I mean, they not your teammates. They don't give a damn about you. I mean, they trying to do and say anything to get inside your head. And if you let them get inside your head, like Verbal said, I mean, it's always the person that's retaliating that's going to end up getting the worst of it. So, I mean, the dude got to absolutely control himself. But Blaine Bishop, I mean, today he brought up a good point that made me think too. I mean, I see both sides of this thing. I mean, I don't have a problem with the guy getting cut because I mean he was injured last year, and even with that, I mean, what did he really contribute to the team, man? And shout out to Mike Herndon because he actually came up with some stats for Jamarco Jones, and yeah, as you can see, 2 injuries, 3 fights, 0 appearances on the active roster.
He didn't even play.
$3 million, $150 of stolen money. So I mean, yeah, I don't have a problem with it. But at the same time, I see what Blaine Bishop was talking about when he said that, you know, a guy like that, I mean, yeah, you want some goons on your team. You just got to figure out a way to, you know, get him to control those emotions. And, you know, Blaine felt like they should have gave him one more chance to, you know, get himself together, you know, channel that aggression in the right way.
I mean, I would say like if it was one incident, but it's like Lawan last year. All right, now this year, then the very next day you do this again. Like, let's say this was in game situation, right? And this happened really in game. So the one day you're going to get a fight, that's not just going to be a penalty and kicked out. You're going to get suspended for however long the commissioner wants to decide. Then you're going to tell me as soon as you come back again, you're going to give us a blindside block in a game that then can also possibly get you ejected out of a game again. So it's like, what's the point of having you on the team if you're never here? It don't matter how good you are and the potential you can be if you're never stepping on the field anyway, and now you're putting yourself in a position of why you're not being able to step up on the field. You just got to go. Like, how many times do you let somebody shoot themselves in the foot and continue to let them come back?
Man, I look at it like this, bro. Vrabel sent a message, man. Like, man, stop. We can't do stupid stuff, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't shoot ourselves in the foot, man. And that, I think that right there, it set the tone of this is that we're not having any of that here. You know what I'm saying? We're not having any of that here. Yes, talk your trash, be aggressive, be physical. We're not finna sit here and fight the other team, man. And I mean, we got the Vikings coming in in the 2 weeks, man. So, you know, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna fight the Vikings. It's gonna happen. Every bad practice is always a fight.
Oh yeah,
it's something.
That's mandatory.
But yeah. But I mean, I just look at it like this, though, man. We have to be fighting for the right reasons, man. We gonna fight, and it's gonna be because, like, it, you know what I'm saying? It can't be because from a dude that's, you know, that hasn't even played with us yet. You know what I'm saying? That man has played one game.
Right. It can't be because of trash talking. Like, even when we had Nate Washington on the show, he was talking about how Andre Johnson was talking about Cortland Finnegan. He's like, bro, he's like that in practice every day, every play, all the time. It's like, that's just what it is. It should mentally prepare you. That's a little bit of part of the practice, because if you can handle that, then you're gonna be able to handle anything somebody throws at you. So, bro, you gotta have control of your emotions, and you gotta learn how to attack.
Right.
I think the Jamarco Jones pick was done when we got him, though. I was like, man, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, we paid $3 million for a backup. Like,
yeah. Thank you, J-Rob.
Yeah. We got another value viewer says he agrees with it. RG Titan, it was a good decision to cut him. You can't put the team at risk like that in a real game. Just saying, fellas. I mean, definitely agree with that. Michael Newsom. Why didn't Simmons talk Bailey into punching him last year?
That's a good question.
We might have had a chance to win one of those final 7. Hey, man, I I respect that.
I know we talk crap about I know we talk crap about Firsker, but damn, we couldn't even put Firsker at like left tackle. I think he would have done better than Daly, bro.
Man, I'm telling you.
Daly was so bad.
I'm telling you.
He was so bad. He got banned from being talked about on the show. That's how bad he was. we had to stop talking about him. He was just that bad.
Right.
Down in Daly, they were forbidden from the show.
The double D's.
Robert says him and LeJuan got into it last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Firestone, he mentioned that as well. Trey, give stream. Yeah. Anybody that's getting the Facebook user, give stream your permission to use your Facebook or your name or whatnot.
Yeah.
And that
Or-
right,
It should be in the description. I'm
Yeah.
looking around online.
Or just come over to YouTube with us and join us on YouTube. We're fully monetized on YouTube as well, so you can come over to YouTube and show support there. So
yeah, that'll help us a lot.
a lot. And like the video if you haven't for us, that helps us with the algorithm as well. So truly appreciate it.
Man, what's up, Ryan, man? Man, y'all go check out the Titans Upload Network, man. A great group of dudes up over there.
Yeah.
They all doing their thing, man, within the podcast community, man. So y'all make sure y'all go check them out. Facebook, yeah. Why? That's how I felt about Mike's comment, man. Why couldn't Jeff Simmons get that to happen to Dennis Taylor, man? That could have saved us. Michael Tuck, not the $3 million stolen. Hey, man, that's what he done. He straight up stole $3 million. Hey, man, he pulled the Pounder. I mean, Pounder pretty much did the same shit. I mean, they just coming in here stealing money. And
Really?
didn't we trade for Jamarco Jones?
Nah, we signed him. I think we signed him through free agency. It was just a brand.
Yeah, he came from Seattle, right?
Yeah,
Okay, he was signed. I was about to say,
Yeah.
man, if we
He
traded
didn't even
for
start
him,
there. Like he was supposed to be a swing tackle. I mean, he didn't play at all. But yeah, we got 30 people and 30 viewers in here, man. If you can, man, like I said, like, subscribe. Also, man, we starting a new AFC South Trash Talk group, man, with our people from AFC South. You in here, man, make sure y'all join. It's called the AFC South War Zone, man. Yeah, it's fun, man. We in there talking all type of noise to each other. And I know as Titan fans, man, we like to talk trash, so get on in.
Yeah, he's I mean, I can't say what type of person he is because I mean, end of the day, this happened at practice, and I mean, your competitor side could be totally different from the person you are off the field. But I mean, either way, I mean, it was dumb shit that hurt the team, that could have hurt the team. Thank God it was in practice and not in a real game.
Yeah. I'm gonna get ahead on these comments. My bad.
Yep. Oh, you cool. And we also got Al Pierce in the building. Tighten up. Go Titans. Kick massive. Hey, man, you already know the vibes, man. We finna get into all that, man. And just like RG said, Al Shashir, he was ready to go at him. I mean, shoot, man, I ain't got no problem with him going out there as guy, man. I mean, shoot. I mean, stick up for your people. I mean, if the opposing team done that, I mean, shoot, you would have had to.
Yeah, I love that leadership quality in him, and seeing it so early on too, with this being his first year and first training camp, to just step up and defend players like that. That's going to say a lot for his presence in the locker room as well.
Right. And yeah, it definitely could have cost us a game. We got Lawrence Williams in the building. Who is this Otis Reese I've been hearing about, man? I saw his name come up today, man. I didn't really get a chance to dive into it. RJ Leonard, man, y'all, can y'all tell me something about Otis Reese, man, and what he been doing?
I don't know. That's my first time hearing about him.
Same here.
Bring that comment back up.
I'm about to bring up some info.
He said, man. I've been hearing about. Is he a Titan or is he a?
Yeah, he a Titan. I mean, he's out there. I mean, I heard about his name today. Like I said, I didn't get to see much about him, so I'm gonna definitely have to go look at him, man. Because I mean, shoot, it could be somebody. You never know.
He's a linebacker from Ole Miss, so but no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know too much about him, but I'm gonna have to dive in and see because that's the first time I've got to hear about it too.
Yeah, what's up?
I have been hearing about I guess an undrafted tackle that we got named Jaden Peavy. That apparently he's been making a lot of moves, and in the training camp, man. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. There's some guys out there that's playing hard, man. What up, Born Free, man? Hey, man, you here now. That's all that matters, man.
Mhm.
Thank y'all for being in the building. Thank y'all for tearing up these comments tonight, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Definitely, yeah.
we love chopping it up with y'all. Trey got it together up over there, like I said. Man, go get StreamYard permission, and that's going to clear up that Facebook user thing. Hey, what up, Titan Fox, man? Hey, man, you know it's gonna be a damn good show when Titan Fox is in the building, man. And,
Yes, sir.
oh yeah, Vic Beasley. He was the old. Hey, Vic Beasley, he got in the game. Didn't he get a sack in the game or something for us? I mean, he gave us a little something or whatever, man. But I mean, compared to Jamarco Jones and Daly, I mean not Daly, but Panda. Oh God. I get
Another J-Rob pickup, by the way.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, Big Beasley. I mean, yeah, he stole some money, but you know he earned a little bit of it. RJ stay trash talking. Oh yeah, man. RJ talk no talk.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what you gotta be, man. You gotta keep the same energy even when you're losing.
Right. Yeah, Type 5. Yeah, you gotta be careful up out there, man, because it's a lot of them that's trying to trick you out your position, man. Yeah. And what you got, Trey? We played behind. He played behind Fred Warner. He gonna be nice. Yeah, that's a good point too, man.
That's the Otis Reese guy he talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Shout out to Trey for that information too, man. We got another value viewer in the building. To be honest, Vrabel said a long time ago, doing dumb shit will get you on the sideline or off the team faster than anything. Hey, man, he's standing on his word. He most definitely standing on it.
That's one thing Vrabel gonna pride himself on is basically like we can't be killing ourselves, man. That's the one thing Vrabel he harps on is about discipline. So
man, I don't know if you remember like the Hard Knocks when St. Louis was on Hard Knocks and Jeff Fisher was there, and he pulled that guy into the office because he said, "Hey, no girls in your room after curfew," and he had his girlfriend in his room after curfew, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I just gotta let you know that I'm releasing you. You're gone off the team just for that." So like you got to make example out of people sometimes and let go. So people have been cut off the teams for way less.
Right, Ryan said Otis Reese sound like a mad creative player. Yeah, sound like one of them AI generated names, AI generated draft picks or whatever, man. But we're gonna go ahead and move to something else, man, because RJ found this cool little clip or whatever, man. RJ, you can explain to him what you got, man.
Well, basically, it's just a little fun clip, man. The Titans, every Titan player that they got going up there, man. They basically just talk about who they look alike, and there's a lot of famous people they saying they look alike. Ain't gonna lie, come on, money. Y'all, we go ahead and play the clip right now.
Who is your celebrity look alike? Franklin Saint Snowfall, Damson Idris. Yeah, Michael Strahan.
Desi Banks. Mine was Rod Wave when I had my fro.
Oh.
Nobody ever told me I look like nobody. They told me I got a little head though.
You got that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
They told me I got a little head.
They used to tell me I look like Paul George. I got the nose. You can see a very Paul George-esque nose. Dude, I done had Chris Tucker. Who did it? Let me love you. Let me be Mario. Yeah. Rick Fox. I don't even know who Rick Fox is.
I get told I look like Burna Boy a lot. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but last. Now everybody do your last. Shayo.
They say I look like Ryan Stonehouse.
I don't know. I don't know who I look like.
They say I look like a little bit like Nick Cannon.
No.
You're not gonna give me that? You like Corbin Blue?
Ooh. What? Ooh, come here. Give him a smile. Ice JJ Fish.
My celebrity lookalike is Amy Strunk.
Hey man, I gotta say this, man. Calm down, man. Hey, dude got over real quick, but calm down came right back, man. He brought him on to the camera. Come here. Ice JJ Fish.
They said I look like Nick Cannon. He said no. He shut him down immediately.
He said, but I do look like Rick Fox, bro. That shit was
Yeah, man, Rick Knox, that was a good one too. The Burner Boy, that was a good one as well, man. I mean, they definitely was on point with it, man.
Yeah, they was.
The dude say look like Rod Wave.
Yeah, man, that was a good one, RJ, man.
Yeah, the Ryan Stonehouse.
Oh yeah, that was a good one as well, man.
I bet they give him so much crap at practice with that. Oh,
You look like the punter.
Ryan, what you over here doing with equipment? Oh, my bad. I thought you was the punter.
Right. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and move on, man, because there's been a wide receiver or two that's been doing their thing in practice, man. There's been a few of them, but we're gonna get to Chris Moore and Kyle Phillips because, man, people had a lot to say about Chris Moore coming in, and me myself, I had some things to say as well. I can't sit up and act like I'm innocent, but pretty much, man, the dude has came in the camp, man. He been putting in work. He been putting up, some nice days in practice, man. And I just think back to when we first signed him or whatnot, and where he came from. He came from the Texans, so the whole fan base was like, "Oh, here goes Vrabel signing more Texan player. Who is this guy?" Like, he's not a number one, number two wide receiver. And once they did what they did in the draft, man, I mean, shoot, man, that just set the fan base off. I mean, all anybody could think about was, man, this dude is about to be our number two wide receiver. We can't have him out there as our number two wide receiver. And, how things are going right now, honest to God, true. I mean, he may be able to, do some number two work, in spot duties or whatever, man. But what y'all think about that, man?
I'll start off with this one, man. I ain't gonna lie. For what I've heard from all the players and what I've seen, did y'all saw that one-handed catch he made, right? He looked like, I thought it was a video of A.J. Brown. Looking at
bro, I was like, who's 11?
Yeah, the man made a one-handed. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I like these Ram pickups, man. There hasn't been a bad run. I mean, these pickups Ram been getting, man. I've just been hearing all over training camp. I'm like, yeah, Z's, Arden Key, run skill. I'm like, man, these boys out here doing something, man. Like, it feels nice to have a GM know what he's doing. But as for Moore, man, I hope he provides a deep threat for us because I've seen he's a deep ball ability on the Texans. So, what I'm saying? It can hopefully open up Burks and DeAndre Hopkins with the intermediate routes that they like to run. So we'll see.
Yeah, I definitely I'm excited about it because like we talked about because we didn't know what it was going to be. We definitely wasn't excited about him being number two, but we didn't truly know what to expect and what was coming. So, and it being Rand's first year is hard to trust. But as we starting to see each step along the way as this year continues to go on, that there's a lot of trust that at least I'm having in confidence within Rand and everything he does. He truly knows the game. He truly knows how to find players that want to play and play with a chip on their shoulder too. That's even better. So that just comes in and adopts our mentality. It cracks me up how these damn Texans fans want to cry about everything with these Titans, bro. Another Texans player going to the Titans. Titans stealing another. How about another Texans player just ready to get away from the damn Texans? How about that? How about y'all figure out why y'all keep being the bridesmaid and never the bride? All right, how about y'all figure that out for a second for us? Because I'm tired of hearing this. Oh, we took this and that. We ain't take nothing. The Oilers is ours, and we're getting players just like every other team gets players. So that's just what it is.
Clip that.
Them boy haters. They hate us. The third Texas, man. Don't even get me started on the wannabe Oilers, man. It's two different franchises. You created that franchise. Y'all should have brought y'all asses from Houston and brought your ass over to Tennessee. Because the franchise that you grew up and you love is out here in Nashville. And you see how big we doing things out here, man. We got there's a bunch of Titan fans out there in Houston. Why come you can't do it?
Man, they got triggered and created a whole franchise, man.
They went. I've never said, "Oh, I like something," then they leave, and then I'm like, "Nah, man, forget them." That's not me. I'll never do that. If the Titans go to New York tomorrow, bro, I'm gonna still be a Titans fan.
Bro, it's like why does people can only play that card with the Titans and the Oilers, bro? Like, okay, if that's the case, then why don't the Colts give back their logo and everything to Baltimore? You know what I'm saying? Because that's where they started at, right? So, why, like, if that's going to be the mentality of things, there's a bunch of teams that should be giving their names back to a bunch of other places. So, bro, the ownership is what dictates it, not the city, because a bunch of teams have moved around. I mean, look, the LA Rams, wasn't they in St. Louis? Then they moved back to LA, but they kept the Rams the whole time. Like, bro, that's just the history with the franchise. It's not the city.
Nah, I ain't seen a Baltimore Raven fan cry about the Colts new uniforms that they came out with.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference? It's the same thing, is it not? It's not the same thing. And then I look at it like this though, like I ain't never like I just don't understand it with their fan base. Like it just to me at this point, it just seems like they're not happy with their own fan base. Like I mean, with their own franchise, bro. There's no
they
way
made it out of spite.
About what we doing.
I mean, shit, they made it out of spite, man. They got so triggered that they spent a massive amount of money just to get back at the Titans. This team don't even care about winning. I mean, how much fussing do they do about how they suck? I mean, they don't do any fussing about, their upper management or any of that. All they do is sit up and cry about, man, them our uniforms. You're taking our Houston culture. I mean, come on, y'all, man. I want to play this
biggest
clip
crybabies in the league.
Right, man. I want to play this clip of Chris Moore, though, man, because, I mean, he talking about something that's way more important than the damn Texans right now. He's actually talking about the importance of playing, knowing how to play all three wide receiver positions.
It's something I've been doing my whole career, so it's just another day in the office for me. I feel like I pick up offenses real well. I've had a ton of offensive coordinators in my career, so I just go out there and study and try to learn everything I can.
Do you feel like you were able to play, fast right away and not have to think as much?
Definitely. Just like I said, because I studied hard. I studied the whole concept. I try to learn everybody's job, everybody's position. And like you said, it allows you to play faster. When you don't have to think, that's his game. I try to tell young guys that, like, if you can go out there and not think and just play full speed, you can be out there.
And then what about getting opportunities as a gunner, on special teams? That's something that I believe you did that in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
Too, right?
I mean, I always thought that's how I made my career in the NFL, was special teams and playing gunner. So if they have me out there, I'm going to be out there running because I love it. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Nah, yeah, Vrabel love his special team guys, man. But I think him being able to, play all three wide receiver positions, I mean, that right there is an added plus, man, because, with this team, man, although we don't pass the ball a ton, I mean, we've had a ton of injuries when it comes to the wide receiver position, and just having a guy out there that's been, productive, but yet hasn't had a real chance to show what he's got. And, with him knowing all those positions, man, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I feel like he's going to surprise some people this year.
But and looking at it too, like just to add on to your point there, he was like he can play any position at wide receiver. So can Burks and so can D-Hop. Like, can you imagine them three on the field and you can constantly move them around at X, Y, F, Z, constantly move them around and plug and play positions. So if somebody's like, oh, well, I'm shutting down this side because D-Hop's always there, well, we can move around. Like, you're going to have to move around. You just can't zone one side for a player. They're going to be able to plug and play in every position.
Yeah, like I said, I just want to see how we have good players. I just want to see how they're going to be used, and that's going to come down to Tim Kelly this season. And I feel like Tim Kelly is going to be better than Todd Downing. Todd Downing didn't know how to. He could have had Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and Terrell Owens, and he somehow would have messed it up.
Bro, there could have been no defense on the field, and Todd Downing would have figured out a way to get a turnover and lose the game, bro.
He had a bunch of middle schoolers out there, man. And he would have found a way to mess it up. I mean, like, the plays he was calling is situational. And we were talking about this at work today because I was like, y'all just don't understand how bad Todd Downing was. Like, the only thing Todd Downing was good at, and this is on some real things, was like, whenever it comes to scripting a game, like his preparation for a game was perfect. Like, he'll come out the game, he'll call the right plays, this, that, and the other. But as soon as the team adjusts to what he's doing, he didn't know how to adjust. You know what I'm saying? It's the same, he gonna do the same play calls that he's been having since the beginning of the game. Like, he didn't know how to change it up. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's gonna be the difference between Tim Kelly and Todd Downing. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Michael actually
And
brought up a good comment right here, man.
thank you.
Kyle Phillips has been breaking ankles, including Byron and Fulton, Hopkins, Phillips, Burks, Henry, and Chid with more in relief. Going to be hard to stop. Hey, man, if all them click, man, I mean, they definitely gonna do some work, especially Kyle Phillips, man, because I mean, he's probably the best route. Well, I'm not gonna say that D Hop still here, but I mean. He's a young. He's a young guy, and his routes are so crisp. I mean, he can gain real separation, and also too. I mean, just like you say, he breaking ankles out there. So I mean, he gonna get
Bro.
that yak, man. So I just hope all this gels, man. I mean, I just hope this, first and foremost, the offensive line has to be on point, in which Vrabel mentioned that it's work in progress, but they starting to come along a little bit. And if that offensive line could just come along, steadily or whatever, I mean, shoot, man, I mean, we could be in for some amazing football on offense.
Bro, did y'all see him shake Kevin Byard in that Oklahoma drill? Bro, oh my God. I was so happy. I was like, please stay healthy this year. Please. Please. Bro, he's kind of looking like Wes Welker.
Man, so I was watching the interview today. So actually, he been doing what we've been telling him to do. This whole off season, man. He been putting in the work, man. He's gained a lot of weight, man, for his size, man. He's probably about 10 pounds of muscle, and that's 10, probably 15 pounds more of muscle, man. And that's really what we was asking him, because last year he was just too small, man. Like it was like he wasn't gonna make it through the season. He was asking. I just look at it like this, man. I'm just glad he gained some weight, and we just need you to stay healthy, because you can get open.
Yeah, he actually talked about that when they talked to him. I believe it was today, in which he talked about it. But he pretty much said that it was just the biggest hurdle he had was just eating more. It wasn't just about not eating certain foods. It was just eating more, in which if you're a person that's not used to eating a lot of food or whatever, I mean you're gonna struggle with trying to stuff down whatever they have you stuffing down, which probably in his case was a lot of protein.
Yeah, he had probably a meal consumption plan. Every meal, you got to finish every piece of food on that plate. Don't matter if you full or not, bro. You need all them carbs, all them calories. You need all that protein. So, yeah, bro, that things can be tough, but, man, they really is necessary for some people if you're really trying to bulk up healthy, eating that clean food, protein and meat, and bulking up that way. But, bro, it is hard, bro. It's no joke.
Right, man. I can't wait to get to this first preseason game, man. I mean, these last couple of years, I mean, I just been looking forward to preseason football. I guess it's a combination of things. It's everything that's been going on in the world, on top of our team transitioning, over from a different era of football or whatnot, man. I mean, I'm ready to get to when we play next Saturday.
I think so.
12 p.m. Yeah, play next Saturday, 12 p.m. against the Bears.
I also look forward to it, mostly because we got two young quarterbacks, and we get to see both of them play, and see how the ups and downs of our two new quarterbacks. And we get to see, I feel like we're going to see a little bit more mature Malik Willis, because the first time, man, Malik didn't know what the hell he was doing. He was out there just playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this time, man, we're going to be able to see Malik run the offense with confidence, and see how he handles certain situations, how he handles the third down passes. Ain't just getting the ball and taking off because he's just more athletic than everybody else. You get to see him actually play the game the way it's supposed to be played. And we get to see our first time seeing Will Levis. And now I'm going to be fair with Will Levis. I know I have a bias towards the guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be fair with him, man. I'm going to judge him accordingly,
Yeah.
And we're going to see how he balls out, man. We're going to see how he balls.
Right,
yeah, because last year with Malik that's not the year you judge. A lot of people wanted to go ahead and judge him. And I know a lot of people thought that like I was judging him. No, last year was the year to critique him. We critique him. That doesn't mean that's who he is, but hey, this is what you messed up on last year. Let's get it fixed. Now we're in year 2. Now we got a little bit more better of a system. Now it's just the year that we might start trying to judge you to see what type of QB you are. So he needs to understand going into this that him and Willis are going to be compared to each other, but Will Levis is definitely going to have more wiggle room than him because he's on year 2 and Will Levis is on rookie year, and Will Levis is the guy that the new GM picked, not him. So he's going to have to understand that there is a little bit more pressure and a little bit more of a chip on his shoulder. So come out ready and come out competing because this guy has more wiggle room. You're on year 2 already. Like, is this who you are, or can you truly be the guy who we thought you were?
Right. We're going to go ahead and get into a quick trip around the league. Gonna get into some of these headlines. The first one, which affects us because I mean we played the Saints for our first game of the regular season. Alvin Kamara. I mean, he got a 3-game suspension for his involvement in the Las Vegas fight, and it left one man injured. And I think it's huge for us because I mean that's one less thing we have to worry about. And the Saints were going to lean on Kamara heavily because I mean Derek Carr coming in. I mean he's just like Tannehill. He needs his weapons around him, and that's one less weapon for him. And I want to get y'all thoughts on that as well, man.
I'll start first. First off, shout out to Alvin Kamara, former volunteer. You know what I'm saying?
Go Vols, huh?
This is a huge blow for the Saints. You know what I'm saying? I mean, actually, honestly, it's a slap on the wrist because I thought you were gonna get about 6 games, but 3 games really ain't too bad. You're not gonna really. I mean, that season probably they already in a trash division as it is, but it's the Saints. Losing Kamara for 3 games. Well, I feel like we're gonna beat them now. I mean, I feel like we're gonna beat them before, but now I really feel like we're gonna beat them because now they can't run the football the way they want to. I mean, Jamal Williams is a good running back, but he's not Alvin Kamara. He doesn't have the receiving ability doesn't have the quick burst, the shiftiness. But I will say though, the Saints do have 2 legitimate corners in Alontae Taylor, former volunteer, by the way.
Volunteer players.
Yeah, he is.
So they're gonna be able to match up with our receivers a little bit. Their wide receiver core is really good. They have Chris Olave, Michael Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Those I don't know. Is Michael Thomas even gonna play?
Man, look, man. I mean, at this point with Michael Thomas, I mean, you get what you get, which the last couple of years you haven't gotten anything. So I mean, he might be up out there. I'm not worried about Michael Thomas. I'm worried about the Titans.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be able to. It's gonna be a good game against the Saints. We're playing in the Big Easy, so them losing Kamara definitely gonna hurt though. That's gonna hurt because they're gonna need him for this game. For the way our defense gonna come at them, they're gonna wish they had Kamara. So
Firestone, you got anything to add to it?
No, I agree with that. Kamara being out because, like, you never know, like, with all the stuff that's going on now and the disrespect to the running back market, bro, we know that how serious. Like, Kamara scored, 5 touchdowns in one game by his damn self for the Saints, I believe. Like, this dude is incredible, whether it's running the ball or catching the ball. He's a playmaker. So, with him off the field, it's definitely a huge advantage to us. So, like, the circumstances isn't what you'll hope for and wish for. But, bro, if he's not here on the team, it definitely gives us an upper hand on this team that's trying to figure things out with a new QB at hand.
Hey, Corey in them comments, man, repping them dogs, RJ.
I like Kearis Jackson, though, man. I ain't gonna lie. I even said it to some Georgia fans. It was like, oh, man, he's like a different player. I was like, man, so I like Kearis Jackson.
Right. But with more Saints news, I mean, Cam Jordan, he signed a 2-year, $27 million guaranteed extension. I mean, that deal right there made him I guess, let me see what it did. The deal offers him the most guaranteed and average salary in NFL history for a defensive player his age, which he's 34 years old. I mean, I talked about this a little bit on Twitter. I feel like the Titans need to do more of this. I mean, guys like Henry, Bayer, Jeffery, Simmons, man, when you have those type of impact players, make sure they don't ever go to another team.
Yeah.
Hey, they came in as Titans, they leave as Titans.
Especially Byer. You know, he's actually from Tennessee. He went to Middle Tennessee for college. You know, he's here. His nickname is the Mayor. You can't let the Mayor leave Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he has to sit here and stay. There's just certain players. This has to be the changing of era. Like, we've seen a lot of things change and the culture starting to change. This has to be it, too, with letting Derrick Henry retire a Titan, let Kevin Byard retire a Titan, and that'll be a damn good start to start showing teams why they need to be coming here, especially with a new stadium coming up as well. Like, we can start making people want to come here. D-Hop helped that with saying it's a vibe. We're getting a new stadium. Show loyalty to some players, especially in a division where one owner definitely ain't showing no loyalty to players or anything like that, Colts. So to make a statement even more that, hey, we're the team to be with in the AFC South. You definitely want to come be here.
He don't want to pay his star running back, but he want to pay to ship wheels across the United States. So, I mean, hey. That's the Colts problem, crazy. Not all.
You gonna spend all that money on an Orca, but not your star running back, your best player on your team, hands down. You not gonna spend money on that guy,
right? No, man, and I ain't the type to tell a person how to spend their money, especially a millionaire. But Jamarco caused all this himself. He didn't have to get on Twitter and say what he said or whatever. I mean, that was unnecessary. And then, him shipping whales, he can ship all the whales he wants to. But as far as the football stuff, don't talk about the football business on Twitter, because that's all it's going to do. Is going to run players away. It's going to make you look like the laughing stock that you are. But
bro, I'll say this before we move on, because I know you want to move on. But this only makes me even happier, because with an ownership like this and what they've said, like what Houston said, his owner said, then they've just no player wants to go play for Texans. Now Irsay's doing it. No player wants to go play for Colts. All we have to worry about is Jaguars and what they do, and we already see how that management does players too. So they ain't got a really good track record neither. So why would you want to go play for the Texans and Colts when they're the bottom of the league and the owners do what they say what they're going to do? So, bro, it's we ain't got nothing to worry about. These teams are about to be the new Cleveland Browns for decades to come.
Exactly.
I already told Colts fans most of the time, you're the new Jets. You don't even realize it.
Exactly. Last thing before we get to the Titans disrespect, and there's more of that going around.
Bruh.
But the Hall of Fame game, it was last night. We're not gonna talk much about it. The Browns end up winning. I mean, I didn't look at much of it, but a couple things that I did notice. They got a quarterback battle going on up over there with the backups or whatnot, and the guy from I believe UCLA. He looked straight up out there, man. I mean, he made some things happen, man. And look like they got some kicker problems going on, man. I hope that kicker problem continues when we go up against the Browns, man. And it's funny too, because that same kicker, he ended up missing a kick. I think it cost them the game last year against the Jets.
Hey man, I'm gonna point something out about that preseason game, man. And no, it ain't Cedric Tillman playing for Tennessee. I knew that's what y'all. I'm gonna point out something about that game, man. Y'all didn't notice something weird about that game? There's a certain somebody on the Jets. I said something about it earlier in the show. About Todd Downey. They start off great. You know what I'm saying? The Jets came out. They were picking apart the Cleveland Browns. It was up 16-0 the whole game. And what happened? They got figured out, didn't they? And then other teams came back, took the lead, and won. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna point out a trend I saw. It's already starting on the Jets.
Yeah, bro. For me, and I'm gonna kind of go on a little rant here real quick. For me, bro, I'm just. I'm just tired of us like the disrespect completely. Like, this is a Hall of Fame game, right? This is supposed to be the night that we honor all the players that have actually made an impact on this league, changed the game for us, and inspired the decades of players to come, right? Why is it the one most meaningless, pointless game of the year? Like, because, like, honestly, how many people truly watched that game last night from full to end? Like, in the chat too, like, how many people actually watched that game last night? And it's just bad that the night that they're supposed to be honored and inducted into the Hall of Fame, which is the one of the highest prestigious next to winning the Super Bowl in this league, it's a game that doesn't matter, that's not actually bringing in a bunch of fans, bringing in actually an experience and showcasing who these players were and thanking them for all their service in this football league, right? So, like, why don't we just change this game around? Let's stop making it the first preseason of the game, right? Let's move the Pro Bowl to the end of the Super Bowl. Let's put the Hall of Fame game right before the Super Bowl, right? And I know a lot of people thinking, okay, well, what are we going to do? Who's going to play in the Hall of Fame game then? All right, well, let's take the losers from the conference championships. Let them two teams play in the Hall of Fame game as a week right before Super Bowl, and then let the Super Bowl be the winners of the conference championship games to see what it is. That way we can highlight the Hall of Fame players that are getting inducted, truly give them the spotlight that they deserved and earned over these years, and actually put on an event and a moment and experience for everybody, for football fans and the players that have dedicated their years, their lives, their body, their blood, sweat, and tears. And let's actually make it a good experience for people rather than this first game of the year nobody even truly pays attention about or even remembers it's happening. I just think it's disrespectful that we don't give them a bigger shine and a bigger platform to be seen and make it more epic and bigger for them.
I'm gonna be 100% real, man. I honestly didn't even know any of the people that were going in the Hall of Fame outside of DeMarcus Ware, and that's because he sung the national anthem.
Rondé Barber went.
Okay.
Is Revis? I think Revis is up in there too.
Yep, correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
like, I mean, I missed the first half of the game, really. So, you know.
Bro, I tried to watch it, but by halftime I was just bored because you're watching players that aren't competing, ain't playing, like, and the fact that it's like it's a Hall of Fame game and you got a future Hall of Famer with Aaron Rodgers on the sideline not even playing a Hall of Fame game. It's just like, what are we doing at this point? Like, let's make this more of a spectacular and an event for them.
They necessarily ain't got to do it with the conference champion losers. They can most definitely just do it in a random game in the middle of the season. Like, you know, like one of the Monday night games could be the Hall of Fame game. You know what I'm saying?
The first Monday night game, matter of fact. Because they usually have a double header
game, or you could do it midway through the season. So, like, okay. Yeah, by then everybody gonna be watching those type of Monday night games. A week 9 Monday night game, everybody gonna be watching that. You know, especially if you got two premier teams playing, or just do the teams that they feel like it's gonna be premier at the beginning, at the preseason. Okay, we got the Chiefs and Bills playing on Monday night. Let's put the Hall of Fame game there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could do something like that.
I just was wanting it because, like, it's still supposed to be an extra football game we're supposed to be getting a year. And, you know, could you imagine how great it would be to see the two teams that just was one game loss of going to the Super Bowl getting to fight it out one more game? Because, you know, when you lose, you just want one more chance to show that you're doing better. Bro, you know how epic of a game that would be to start seeing the two teams that just lost the chance to go to the Super Bowl play the week before the Super Bowl? You know how much of a chip on their shoulder and how hard people would come out and play in that game, bro? I just think it would be epic.
Yeah, most definitely.
I got a comment for you, but it ain't on this this comment section over here on the right side. So my mom, she basically but she been a fan of, you know, the podcast than the other, but she said, is the intro song, is that you singing that song?
No, it's not. Titan Ross is not the same thing too. No, it's not me.
Okay, cool. We were just trying to talk. You know what I'm saying? She put it in the comments in the war zone, man, and, you know, I had to go ahead and ask you.
Yeah, no, it's Making Moves by NEFFEX, NEFFEX. But yeah, he got some really good music and stuff. Let us use it for the intro. It's a really dope song, so shout out to him.
Definitely. He rapping about some cool stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Yeah, I like what he was talking about in the song, man. You know.
Yeah, no, I wish I could take credit for that, but no, that's definitely not me.
It sounded like
Firestone got them balls though. Hey, y'all don't sleep on Firestone. Firestone got them balls. Matter of fact, Firestone, go ahead and plug yourself, man. You turn it up, man.
We got 25 people in the chat.
Man, quit hiding that talent, man.
I'm all good, bro.
But yeah, man,
we'll keep it football.
Okay, we're gonna keep it football, man, and go ahead and move on. What y'all want to get into first? MJD and his foolishness, or the Jeffery Simmons foolishness that just keeps on
Let's follow
happening.
MJD first before we get on.
Yeah, I agree.
I got it.
I
I
agree.
Okay. So we gonna get into MJD and his top 10 quarterback list. And honest to God truth, I mean, it is just straight up foolishness, y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and read off these names. I mean,
before you start, I want to be known. I have not seen this list, so I'm gonna be just as shocked as y'all are.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I've seen it.
Yet. Right? Okay, you seen it. I ain't seen it yet. I tried to dodge all the spoilers. So I ain't seen this list, so this is all legit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so number one, he ain't that foolish. Let me say that.
Okay.
Number one, of course, is Mahomes.
Trevor Lawrence.
Right. Number two, which okay, cool. Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Number three, Josh Allen. Number four, and here's where it starts getting foolish. Jalen Hurts. Now, I mean, you can take that how you want it. I mean, whatever. But I think the foolishness starts with Jalen Hurts. Number five, Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Then number six, he has Justin Herbert. Number seven, Deshaun Watson. Number eight, Trevor Lawrence. Number nine, Aaron Rodgers. Number 10, Dak Prescott.
Yeah, this list is horrible.
This is terrible.
Aaron Rodgers Trevor Lawrence is better than Aaron Rodgers? What?
Bro, ain't proved nothing in the league, but they so ready to crown him, bro. And we talking like, cool, Justin Herbert's talented too, but bro, how is he in the top 10 when this dude he hasn't won a playoff game if I'm not corrected, and just lost a 24-point lead against the Jaguars in a playoff game too. So like, wow, how is he so great? Why is Deshaun Watson on the damn list?
Yeah, he should be on there.
Man.
He ain't proved that he back yet. You feel me?
And another one, why in the hell is Dak Prescott on? How many more games does this dude have to lose for the Dallas Cowboys for them to stop hyping this man up? I know this America's team and they got to talk about somebody, but bro, I've never seen, like, Romo used to make them lose a lot of games, but damn, not as bad as Dak, bro. This is crazy.
Man, I'm glad you said something about that. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this what was said about Dak Prescott. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. But setting aside his league high interceptions total 15 in 2022, Dak Prescott has been an above average quarterback in his career. He gets a lot of flack for falling short when it matters the most, with the Cowboys making early playoff exit the last two seasons. But I think we'll see a more confident and rejuvenated Dak in 2023 with Mike McCarthy taking over play calling duties following Kellen Moore's departure. Prescott knows there's an urgency to get it done, and he's meshing well with his playmakers early in camp. Hey, before anybody say anything, why in the hell don't they say this about Ryan Tannehill? When I first read this, that's all I thought about. You sitting up here talking about Ryan Tannehill. I mean, it's the exact same situation. You give that much damn credit, but then when it comes to Tannehill, it's always about, the Titans drafted Malik Willis and Will Levis. They coming to take Tannehill's job. The Titans ain't gonna win a Super Bowl with Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill on his way out the door. I mean, come on, man. It's just straight up ridiculous. I mean, they could have put anybody else up there, and I probably would have been heated as well, because trust me, I mean, anybody. Let me look at this list.
I don't think Dak Prescott better than Kirk Cousins. I'm gonna be real,
bro. No, absolutely not. No, I don't think he's better than Tua. Dak is definitely not better than Tua.
Look, after Lamar Jackson, I mean, you can sit up and debate about who to put in that top 10. And my guy Steven actually brought up a comment to me today because I commented under Wes's and y'all, I think y'all got that stat on here.
I do too. I was gonna let you finish the
pull
point.
up
I was
that
gonna bring
stat,
it up.
man. Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead and
because
pull
I was
it up
gonna
right now.
because like with that point of you saying like the Tannehill and everything here, like it's bad that they had to come up and first was like, although leading interceptions and losing games he shouldn't. Does not like look at these stats for Ryan Tannehill. He's ever since he started and took over for us, he's been in the top 10 of the stats for QB for the things that matter. Like, bro, he does like and anybody really just brings up that Bengals game, but he hasn't put us in really bad situations. Like everybody makes mistakes, nobody's perfect, and we got to learn from them and improve from them. But it ain't like he's putting us in bad situations game in, game out, like Dak Prescott be doing, or losing a 24-point lead in a playoff game that we should be winning, like Justin Herbert has. But yet they want to keep breaking these guys up, or not even having a playoff win like Lamar Jackson and stuff. So like. Bro, he's been here, he's performing, but it's not just one player that gets you to the championship, bro. Dan Marino don't have a Super Bowl ring because it don't matter how great you are, and I'm not saying Tannehill is great, but it doesn't even matter how great one player is on the team. It still takes a team to get to the Super Bowl. Not one player makes it a difference.
And I look at it like this, though, like, I'm tired of this tied down version of Ryan Tannehill, man. Y'all gonna see what Ryan Tannehill's about this season, man. Like
2020.
This tied down and putting him in terrible situation, bad play calls has really neutered Ryan Tannehill because we done seen Ryan Tannehill when he has good play calling and he has somebody that can actually figure out a defense. Which I mean, it should be his job too as well. He should be making audibles. But I just feel like he getting handcuffed, man, at the same time. Like, the offensive coordinator is bad. The offensive line is bad. You can't play this on him.
No, because they didn't really give him the chance to make audibles or check plays down. They maybe call in like one or two, and then if you see this, call this. But they don't really give him the reins like Peyton Manning or Russell Wilson or even Derek Carr. Like Derek Carr gets to go up there and change plays and call plays out there. They don't give him that reign in this offense. So that's why I'm wanting to see what Tim Kelly's offense is going to be like. It's like, hey, when you get up here and you see it, check it, and you can check it to whatever play you want. I trust you in that situation. So that's what I want to see this year coming up too.
And I'm going to bring this stat back up here again because what I commented on the West's post today, pretty much looking at all this, you see all this 10, 4, 6, 10, 6. But yet, in these quarterback rankings, people keep on saying that he's a tier 3 quarterback and that he's the 15th or 20th best quarterback in the league. And my thing about it is, I mean, you see all these stats, but yet you go and rank him that low. I mean, it's blatant. I mean, they doing it on purpose, man. And my guy Steven, he got under my comment and pretty much said that Ryan Tannehill is an impact player. Is Kirk Cousins an impact player? Is Kyler Murray an impact player? Is Derek Carr an impact player? Jared Goff. I mean,
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford almost threw the Rams out of a Super Bowl. I know
Nick
the world
Foles.
saw that. Thank you. I mean, it's foolish, man. I mean, it's just straight up foolish,
Joe
man.
Flacco.
Yes, it's foolish. I mean, you can love or hate Tannehill, man. You can love or hate him, but to sit up and say that, Kirk Cousins, he way better than Ryan Tannehill. Derek Carr, he way better than Ryan Tannehill. I mean, it's just freaking stupid, man.
Bro, and they're only gonna be as good as the wide receivers. That's in my opinion. Like, there's only a few quarterbacks like the Patrick Mahomes, the Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. It don't matter who you got to receive. You got me at receiver, they still gonna ball out. Like, they just that damn good. You know what I'm saying,
bro? Yeah, because like how many times did Tannehill actually throw good balls and hit wide receivers where he's supposed to, and they drop the ball? And then they're like, see, look, his completion rate was that bad. He wasn't doing this, and he wasn't getting yards and gains. It's like, bro, I can't. To what Tom Brady's ex-wife said, he can't go throw the ball and catch the ball. I know Mariota did it once and scored a touchdown against the Chiefs, but we all can't do that all the damn time, right? But I know that like they already confirmed that. I don't know if y'all watched the quarterback series on Netflix yet or not. but they already confirmed they're going to do a season 2. And I pray and I hope to God Ryan Tannehill is one of the 3 that they do, because he's almost right there at that Kirk Cousins tier and would be great for that storyline too, because it's the guy that's trying to break the glass ceiling and prove everybody that he's not what he is. But they said they're going to keep it under wraps until the season's over, so we're not going to know until after season who the new 3 QBs are for it.
I think one of them got confirmed. I think one of them is going to be Joe Burrow. I want to see who the next 2 are going to be, but I don't think Ryan.
They're going to change that now.
Yeah, I mean, I like Joe Burrow, so you know what I'm saying. I'm cool with Joe Burrow being on there. He could be the lead, but I wouldn't mind seeing Ryan Tannehill being the second tier, the quarterback that's just a game manager. You know, like kind of like Kirk Cousins. And then, I wonder who the sorry quarterback they're gonna put on there as third guy.
They gotta go get a rookie. God, what are they gonna go to Colts?
I can see them doing Justin Fields. You know, that'd be a dope third for the third guy. You know,
man, I want to talk about RG's comment. Dak has definitely caused the Cowgirls a lot of games. Hey, man, listen, man. I thought to myself, I say, so many people sit up and trash Ryan Tannehill, and it's our own fan base. Let's keep it real. Y'all sit up and trash Ryan Tannehill about the Bengals game. He threw 3 interceptions in the Bengals playoff game. Dak Prescott, he done that shit goddamn 5 times in the regular season for the Cowboys. I mean, you talking about throwing away games, throwing interceptions that cost the Cowboys the game. I mean, Dak one of the kings of that. But yet they keep on throwing Dak up there as a top 10 quarterback. And you already know what it is. It's that damn star on the side of his helmet. That's the only thing that's saving his ass.
Bro, that's what I tell Dallas Cowboys fans all the time when they try to defend them. I was like, okay, all right, so how many games can you think of that Dak Prescott lost y'all? And they're like, yeah, there's a bunch. Okay, now how many games can you think of that Dak Prescott won for y'all? And they get quiet because there's not many. There's not many games, probably a handful of games that Dak Prescott has won y'all, but he has lost y'all way more games than he has won y'all, and that's never the side of the ratio you want to be with the QB.
Dak beat up on Tampa Bay with Brady getting ready to go out the door. I mean, shoot. Tampa Bay had reverted back to their old ways by the time the Cowboys met them in a playoff game. So if they going off of that right there, they some damn fools.
And like Cowboys got us.
San Francisco. He played a real defense, and that boy was out there choking.
Man, he went right back to doing that. He throwing them back up interceptions, and we was sitting up scared last year. Think about, man, Dallas finna blow us out. And me and RJ, I mean, we was on it too. I mean, we was sitting up here all talking about, Dallas finna beat our ass and do all this and that. And then, the day of that game, I just sit up and thought about it. I said, man, Dak finna get up out here and get to throwing them Dak up interception, and it's gonna be a close game, and the Titans may mess around and steal it. And they damn near stole the game from him.
That man, he made Kevin Byard look like the best safety in the league. Man, just kept throwing Byard the ball.
Exactly, man. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. But we gonna go ahead and move on to the other episode of the Titans disrespect. Jeffery Simmons. I mean, and we talk, and it ain't no damn debate. Yeah, we got the pick, but it ain't no damn debate about Jeffery Simmons and where he stands amongst the defensive linemen in the league. I mean, he's one of the top guys, but
here they go clearly
again.
top 5.
Man, I say there's
because it's like Aaron Chris Jones, Aaron Donald, Jeffery Simmons.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, he's right there with the best. But man, they just keep on disrespecting this man. And shout out to Titan City and the West Wiley too, man. They got something great going on up over there, man. Y'all make sure y'all go turn up when you see them posts, man. But as you can see, ESPN, I mean, they throwing up high school photos of the man, Madden being Madden. I mean, I don't know who this dude is. They calling Jeffery Simmons. And then the NFL Network, the top 100. You would think the NFL Network of all places would get it right. But here they go showing this Tubi version of Michael Orr on The Blind Side. I mean, come on, man. And Jeffery Simmons, he probably wouldn't he probably wouldn't have said nothing. But man, the disrespect, it gets to you at a certain point. And Big Simmons said, laugh out loud, this is the second time. This is the second time this didn't happen. Laugh out loud. ESPN Radio threw up a high school picture during the interview. Now this, damn, I'm going on year 5 and they still don't know who I am. Hey man, use that as motivation, dog. I mean, let that be the reason. I mean, ain't that one of Jeffery Simmons saying, man, let that be the reason or whatever?
Bro, yes, but ain't this man been on the top 300 3 years in a row?
Man,
ain't he number 54 on this list? How do you get this wrong? Like, whoever did this better lost their job. Like, because that just shows blatantly, like, you did not care. You didn't pay attention. That's a slip-up that you don't have. And, like, you make the whole NFL look embarrassing. Y'all already don't talk about us. Y'all already don't give us respect. You already try to crown the Jags over us every single damn year. So it's like, and now you can't even get our players right. Like, at what point are you just being flat-out disrespectful on purpose? Because this is incompetent at best.
All this is motivation, man. It started off when we got D-Hop. Everybody said, well, we need to rebuild and we need to start over. Don't need to trade Henry, trade Byron.
Oh, yeah, D-Hop don't practice.
Yeah. And I kept telling bro, I said, the Titans in my opinion, got a playoff contender roster, bro. And I kept telling people from the jump, I said the list that D-Hop came out with, it fits the Titans. I said, he's perfectly explaining our franchise. Everybody, no. It started off with that. We get D-Hop. The whole world hated on us right before we got the training camp. Now, I mean, we getting Jeffery Simmons. We all know Jeffery Simmons is a top 50 player. He outside the top 50. Like, what we do? And then it's just crazy, man. At this point, man, the only way we're going to give respect is if we hold the Lombardi up. That's the only way we're going to get it.
Man, they ain't going to give it to us then. They going to talk about how the other team lost the game. I mean, I can tell you how it's going to go. This going to be all about how that other team lost the game. Bro, they going to treat us just like they treated Denver winning the NBA Finals.
Oh,
man.
yeah,
it's
they don't talk about them.
Yeah, it's going to be all about the other team. Well, I mean, they play – who did they play in the Finals? Miami?
Yeah, they played Miami.
Yeah, man. I mean, they didn't even talk about the finals after Denver won it, man. And, you know, the Titans end up winning the Super Bowl. It's going to be all about, oh, this other team, they did this, they did that, they did
this,
they
did
that.
One of them big name NFC teams. Like, we play the Cowboys or 49ers,
Eagles,
Green Bay Packers. We play one of them. It's going to be, they lose. Oh, the Packers blew the game.
Bro, it just makes me think. It just makes me think because on that quarterback series for Netflix, like Kirk Cousins opens up, and I forget who the quote's actually from, but he said, if my haters saw me walking on water, they say it's because I couldn't swim. And that's what it feels like being a Titan. It feels like even when we do what is supposed to be the right thing, you still try to figure out a way if somebody else gets the blame or the credit, or like by any means necessary, it's never give Titans credit.
Yeah, Mama Ellison brought up a damn good point. Josh Allen slipped and fell on Monday night. That right there set me off. I ain't gonna lie. When they said that right there, I was about ready to throw the remote at the TV. I mean, they gonna sit up here, watch this man straight up get stuffed by Jeffery Simmons. I'm talking about man just got straight up, raised up, didn't go nowhere. But yet they said, oh, Josh Allen slipped. I mean, they didn't even say the Titans won. Josh Allen slipped.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we really are the villains of the NFL. If you think about it, man, the Titans are probably the most hated team from the media. Like, I don't understand what we did to y'all. Did y'all really y'all must really like the Oilers or something, bro? Like, y'all
they didn't like Bud.
No,
like, they want us to be trash every year. Like, so we don't get talked about. They hate putting us on Monday night. We were like, we gonna put them on prime time with the Jaguars. Like, nobody gonna watch that,
Bro, let's not forget that this is also the franchise that when Amy started taking over after her dad passing, the NFL was almost trying to force them to sell the Titans. So, like, for whatever reason, they've had something against us for a very long time. They didn't like Bud for whatever reason, and Amy has came in and done a very well job of taking claim, changing the culture around here, and doing a bunch of things that still kept this like gritty, hard school football style mentality, but also not giving them any reasons to try to mess with us in the NFL and the league. Like, they have to start giving us respect for what we're doing, or it's just becoming more and more obvious that it's being biased.
And I'm glad you brought up Bud too, Firestone, because Jared Stillman, he was talking about that today, how, how Bud isn't in the Hall of Fame now. I mean, you got so many other dudes that's in the Hall of Fame that hasn't done the things Bud has done for the game of football. I mean, he brought up Bill Cowher or whatnot. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame, and he named off a list of people that are in the Hall of Fame over Bud. And I mean, the disrespect is just ridiculous. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show for the night, man. Thank y'all for turning up in them comments, man. I mean, y'all honest to God make the show, man. I mean,
yeah, we love comments.
Man. Yeah, man, we definitely couldn't do it without y'all, man. Y'all keep this thing going. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, and all that. Firestone, you got anything you want to say before we ride out?
Man, make sure to like the video. We're trying to get 50 likes. That helps us with the algorithm. If you haven't went and checked out the Nate Washington episode, go watch that. Check it out. He talked about a lot of great things, shared a bunch of great stories. So make sure y'all go check that out if you haven't already checked it out, and stay tuned for future things we got coming up.
Yeah, man. RJ?
Like I said, man, we have 26 people in the chat, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, man. We love engagement from y'all. But like Jamarco said, without y'all, this show does not be what it is. You know what I'm saying? We come in with good taste, but when you guys come in and say some funny stuff or bring an interesting take up to, we can go in, man. We go on for days, man. We can do this for 3 hours if we want to, but we don't want to hold y'all up for too long, man.
Man.
Like
it's
the Otis Reese. Yes.
It's Friday night too, man. I know y'all ready to go turn up, lay down, get ready for work. Some people got to work Saturday, which is all good.
If you ain't seen that Nate Washington interview, man, go watch it. I'm telling y'all now, you go love it. You go love it. You go love it.
Y'all go turn it up, man. And we got more for y'all in the future. But hey, man, we gonna go ahead and ride out. Thank y'all. Tighten up. Let's go.